Hello, beautiful world. Thank you for stopping by. And once again, we are here to talk about books. And today I am super excited. I want to talk to you about this right here called The Will of the Many. You guys, this is by James Islington, and that's the cover that I took off. This is the actual book right here. There you are. And what can I say about this book? Go and get it and read it. I think you still have a couple of hours left in the day. So go over to the bookstore, grab this for yourself, make yourself a coffee, a tea, whatever you wish. Tuck yourself into a nice cozy bed and read this book. It is really, really good. It is one of it's one of my most favorite books, you guys. So here's what's going on. Let's talk about this. In this book, we follow a young man. His name is Vis. And when we start off, Vis is working in a prison. He ends up meeting this strange gentleman that comes to visit, and he ends up leading this gentleman down into the cells of where the prison is. This gentleman speaks a really strange language, which Vis, as a orphan, which you will find out, is not supposed to understand. However, he does understand the language. And the gentleman that came to this prison to visit the prisoner notices that, and he notices something is off about Vis. So, as far as we know, in the beginning, Vis is an orphan. We don't really know very much about him. And as we go on, we actually learn quite a bit. Now, in this world that we're reading about, this is a tiered world. This reminded me a lot of two books that I read last year. One was Mistborn, in that it is like, it's very much like, this poor orphaned child who struggles and doesn't have friends and doesn't have a lot of people, and grows to become something or someone. So that sort of reminded me of Mistborn. Also, it reminded me of Red Rising in the tier system that they have in the population. So the top tier is the most powerful of the population, the rulers, and then the bottom tier is, the poorest of the poor of the entire population. So that's basically why it reminded me of those books. This book is so, how do I say this? It's heart-wrenching. You fall in love with the character. This is someone who doesn't have friends. Actually, throughout the entire book, the things that happen to him are horrendous. I mean, he just, you think someone has his back and they actually don't. At the beginning, again, we go through where he lives in the orphanage, and the kids there are, not the nicest to him. He really doesn't have any friends there. And he does eventually get adopted by someone. However, this so-called father figure that adopted him didn't really adopt him to be a father figure to him. He wants Vis to do something because he knows that there's something special about Vis. So, and what he wants Vis to do is it's not an easy thing to do, and you kind of wonder, like, would you actually send your child to actually do these sort of things? But it is an adventure, you guys. It is nonstop. There's people in here that you meet that you think that they are there to help this. They're not. This entire book, I actually don't think that this main character, I don't think he has a single friend. It just doesn't feel like it. Eventually, he gets put into a school where, like I said, it reminds me of Red Rising, where you start at the bottom. He starts in grade 7, and you have to go to grade 6, 5, 4, 3, and then in grade 3 there's something that happens, something huge that happens. I'll let you guys read all about that. But even in the school, he has these people that he talks to. They're not really his friends. I mean, it's presented as friends, but it's heart-wrenching. Oh my god, these people are cruel. And you want him to succeed, and you want him to move on, but my god, just somebody help this guy, somebody be his friend. Even the two friends that um, that are in this book, uh, that are his friends. I have finished this book, you guys, but one of them was, I think, oh, I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names, but I think it's Calidus. Throughout this book, I don't know if it's, I mean, I don't know if this guy is really his friend. This did something that no one else was able to do. He got certain papers back for Calidus, and these papers were very important. I feel like that was sort of the turning point of their relationship, where the trust really sort of cemented them together. And I was like, okay, you know what? They really are truly friends. But then at the end, I don't know. I don't know. There's another gentleman in here. He is in class 6. I think I think he's actually the only true friend that Viz has, in my opinion. I don't know, because book 2 will be coming out, and this guy is probably not even his friend either. Who knows? It's just the world is against him, and he keeps striving and he keeps succeeding, and it's such a good thing to see. There is a scene in here. Uh, well, there's lots of scenes in here. There isn't a moment where I felt bored. There isn't a moment where, some books, when you read them, they're developing characters, and then they're developing like the world or the story, and things get a little bit slow. There's no such thing happening in here. The minute you think, okay, things are slowing down, boom, something happens, and then something else happens, and something else happens, and it's just, it's a great book. There is, there's one time where this and this young lady, I want to call her Aqua. Her name's not Aqua. I think it's Aqua. I hope I'm saying it right. They go to their first outing, and guys, the this is traumatic. This isn't like, I didn't see this coming at all. I don't think any of you who are gonna read this are gonna actually guess what happens. I read this like 3 times, but the first time I read it, like, I didn't know if I read it right. Like, I was imagining it happening as I read it, and I was just like, oh my god! And then did that really happen? And I read it again, and I read it like, oh Jesus, Murphy. Traumatic, stays with you. Um, Holy smokes! And then after, okay, they're still there, and things happen, and people are screaming, and then the two of them were like walking through this place, and through, I don't want to say, but for you guys who have read it, they're walking through this stuff, and oh my god, it was just, for me, it was traumatic. Can you tell? Anywho, and then oh my gosh. Okay, so the father adopts Vis, which I've told you guys about, but he doesn't tell his wife he adopted Vis. And she's usually most of the time away, so when it's sort of like when she shows up, she'll meet him, kind of thing. Eventually there is they do meet, and when they meet, they are surrounded by family members. So his so-called adopted father is there, and then he's gonna meet his mother, and I guess his grandparents, and there's a lot of people there. So when the when the mother shows up through those doors, and he looks at her, I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Just, you gotta read it to figure out who it is or what it is, and then you can't react because all these people are around, and it's just, it's a good book. And then, never mind, that's outside of him going to the school. He gets to the school, and then the things that happen in the school, Oh my god, I want to tell you guys, but I won't. I'll just stop. This video is getting too long. Please go out, please get it, please read it. Only thing that I have to say negative about this is that book 2 isn't out yet. And I want to read it now. That's it. All right, that's it for me. Please go out and get it. Please read it. Let me know what you think about it. Enjoy it. Have fun. And I'll talk to you guys later. I can't wait for book 2. Hopefully you liked it as well. Let me know. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.